and welcome, Cancer. I'm Elise. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, dear friends, for all your support for this channel by liking, sharing and subscribing. And welcome to all the new viewers for March 2021 Zodiac Wheel reading. This is a general reading for the collective. If you'd like a more in-depth reading, you can contact me through the details I've left in the description box below. So now I'm just going to focus for Cancer for March. And thank you, Great Spirit, guides and angels, for your guidance and loving messages for Cancerians' highest good and for the good of all concerned. Here in March, the 20th to 21st, is the equinox, spring equinox in the northern hemisphere and beautiful autumn equinox here in the southern hemisphere. So it is a wonderful time for visualizing yourself standing at the top of the hill, viewing the valley below and the path that you walked to get there. There is a gateway at the top of this hill. You can pause here through March as many times as you want and turn and see all it took to bring you to where we are here in March. All the good and the bad. Then bless it all. Everything that it took to get you here. Give forgiveness and compassion. Bless all of the trials and tribulations. And then turn and walk through the gateway now. Once you've walked through the gateway, love yourself enough to give yourself the nourishment that you need to keep your immune system strong, to engage in gentle exercise, and to think kind, compassionate thoughts. These are all the themes of March. One of the most powerful healing times this year that we can all use to heal ourselves and to heal others. Okay, your first message here is the Page of Cups. Messages of love, adventure, romance. Now, Cancer, your motto is about building the foundation of life. And this area of the first house is about the soul's deepest intention. So with that Page of Cups there, this is showing that your intention here through March is about sharing your love. Now, it could even involve some romantic outings or adventures, but you're coming from that place of love. You're wanting to share that love vibration. Another lovely card, the Ten of Pentacles. This is a really good sign for your financial sector, being the second house of your resources and finances, family dynamics, the support system that you've got in place to survive. And this is a message that you're using your wealth wisely and you're on the path of wealth. So spoil yourself a little bit. Now that doesn't mean that you have to spend money. You can spoil yourself easily by just pampering yourself, because it's often the case that if we embrace what we would like to experience in our life walk, then that attracts that to us even more. So I feel that this Ten of Pentacles is letting you know that some of you are in a position where maybe you can retire. Others are focused on working towards that, enhancing their life. So it's a very giving energy already here, Cancer. Oh, lovely. So nice. Temperance. Getting your equilibrium. Balance. Adjusting to the highs and the lows. And time of healing. Okay? So time does heal all wounds. And this is in the area of communications, short distance travel, information, siblings, your neighbourhood. So there's a strong message here for you Cancerians that you're really getting involved with your local area, which I do feel is sort of happening all over the planet, because we can't really move outside of our borders, so to speak. Be they all invisible borders, as we know, but they're there nonetheless. So if you can't move out into the world, then that's okay. Nurture your own little world first. Well, or it might be a big world. nurture that neighbourhood, that local area. That's the key to keeping things propped up, helping your fellow neighbour. And this is the Magician card that is definitely letting you know that you have that magic touch and you can make some really good decisions and turn your dreams into reality. And it's here in your home, family, your ancestry. This is also again about the nation that you live in, your community, your homeland. So again, this is saying you Cancerians are acutely aware of how important, if you want to see the change in the outer world, you have to start the change in the inner world. And I feel that each country is really embracing this, get to build itself back up again. And it's not necessarily coming from governments, it's coming from the soul of the people. Because when it's all said and done, we all love the country that we are born to and born in, and we want to help our fellow country people, our fellow citizens. Now, Page of Wands, lovely messages here, spark of creativity, everything's sort of feeling fresh, and you can let your hair down, which is a great place for this to be, in your area of having fun. So there's some fun ahead as well out of all this healing energy, and what you give out, you get in return as well. And your giving is so beautiful here, Cancerians. So this is the area of children. So there's some creative children being highlighted in your life. This is the fun house. It's how you give your love to others, and it is about good fortune. So there also is a message that is a very fortunate message coming your way, Cancer. And, you know, I feel with this Five of Pentacles here that you've really been able to do some deep soul searching. And I'm feeling with it that you're coming out of a place of feeling alone. And the Five of Pentacles is a message that in regards to your working conditions or your working life, you have been doing it tough. You've also had to make decisions that certain people don't have a place in your life. And that may have sort of either had you feeling that you were thrown out in the cold or abandoned, or you've had to sort of, you know, turn on the chill factor in regards to other certain people. Now, this is to do with your co-workers or working conditions. It is a karmic debt that is being played out here. But this area is about your mind, body and well-being and your health. So, you know, maybe for you, you've had to actually really put yourself first, nurture and look after yourself so that you can go out and help get some sort of nurturing happening in your community. But you can't do that if you're not feeling 100% yourself. So I do feel that's where the Magician can really help you nurture yourself, look after yourself, follow your higher instincts and trust that, you know, you can be a part of bringing the balance back into your community as well as your life. And yes, you definitely can, because you have the Wheel of Fortune here, and that is connected over here in your partnerships. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is a message to you of timing and fate and destiny. And it's the season of change, which it is, because we're changing into autumn in the southern hemisphere here and spring, of course, in the northern hemisphere. It's when the light and dark are equal in both hemispheres. Okay? And the Wheel of Fortune is letting you know that there's some very fortuitous events unfolding, and they're starting here in March, if you haven't already felt them starting even earlier, because a lot of the time you can sort of feel the energy shifting before it even gets into the actual big shift. So big things are turning for the better and new doors are opening. There's even a situation here, my guides are telling me that you are going to be in the right place at the right time. Now, that could be because you're going to receive that special job offer or money, or the right person turns up. It is in relationship area, so that's business, partnerships, marriage, relationship with the public, one's equals, and it is the area that governs legal affairs, contracts, and international situations as well, because we're getting to the area where it's about the outer world. This is all the inner world, and this is how the outer world affects you or you affect it. Sudden changes with this Knight of Swords. This is also a Gemini card. So there's two things, the dark side and the light side, the positive and the negative. 2 by 2, everything is going to really sort of double up. So there's a doubling up of things here also through March. And remembering that not to be too impatient. Things are churning around. You may be analysing and making plans, okay? But this is also about military, a military person, media as well, a media person. But the strongest thing I'm getting through is whirlwind changes, and this is involving joint resources with others, your emotional values, the endings to bring about new beginnings, and this area of the 8th house governs the occult, so astrology, tarot, numerology, all those sort of ancient wisdoms and knowledge is really going to resonate with you, and you may even find yourself delving into it more yourself, or being attracted to a more mystical understanding. Now, you are a fast talker. You're going to be able to, you know, hit the ground running as well. So this is also a little precursor to the emphasis in your life on this area of the 8th house. It's also the life and death and sex area as well. So there's something rushing in, rushing out, and you know, that real whirlwind. So if you do sort of get caught in a feeling of being in a whirlwind romance or something like that, just try and keep a level head, and don't get too carried away with it, because you've got to sort of keep your equilibrium as best you can when dealing with people that are trying to sweep you off your feet. But there is a really nice connection here with someone from your past, with the 6 of Cups. Fond memories from the past, being able to reconnect with people from your childhood even. The good old days. Restoring some harmony and renewing old ties, even to the sense of being able to communicate with people from your past, where you can get taken on a bit of a magic carpet ride, or reminiscing through your photo albums and of the travels and journeys that you've had, which is wonderful for lifting that vibration. You can sort of put yourself back in that photo or video that you've taken and relive it. That's why we take all the photos, isn't it? And this is in the area of travel, long distance travel, flight, and higher education, universities, higher learning and understanding, and your perception. This is a future area as well, so in the future you will be connecting with people that you possibly do miss at the moment, and there's sort of things being put in the works, and you are impatient. You're wanting it now, but you can start co-creating to bring that about, and see yourself, if you're travelling to them or they're travelling to you, whichever way it goes, see that as being safe and secure. The journey is protected at all times, and keep those people safe by surrounding them with light and love. Oh, wonderful. Hangman here in the area of your reputation and your social status. So the message here from Hangman is about lessons that you have learnt, okay? And you can learn how to have control of yourself by letting go of the desire to control others, or this is what you need to portray to someone in your career, or if you're got a high profile sort of position. You know, now's not the time to be expecting too much from those that work under you. I mean, everybody is only human, and you know, expecting too much can put other people under pressure, and we do need to be really conscious of the fact that people all over the world are under enough pressure as it is, and we've all experienced that feeling of limbo, and there has been some self-sacrifice that you've made here too. Okay, but this is the spiritual awakener up here in the area of career, social life, and how you deal with the outside world. The Knight of Pentacles is very methodical, and the message that's coming through here for you, Cancer, is that it's time to reinvent yourself, even a makeover. And it's with this group situation in the 11th house, and it's about co-creating. This also is about the future area in the wheel. So it's just mucking everything up there. So you are reaching an important milestone. Now that could be buying a home, a change in your sense of responsibility, because it is a very responsible kind of energy here, the Knight of Pentacles, and it is to do with group dynamics. It's to do with your friendship groups and your social group, and it's just letting you know that you've reached an important milestone and you can start really co-creating what you are wishing for. Your hopes and wishes are all held in this space on your wheel, and the wheel constantly changes. It never stays the same. Even though we feel sometimes we're stuck in the same spot, we're actually constantly changing. Listen to your quiet voice. The High Priestess is about tuning in to understanding the mystery. And in order to do that, you've got to be still. You've got to follow your hunches, your intuition. You may even experience getting visions. It is a card that is strongly influenced by moon energy, and the moon is about our receptive nature, what we receive and how we react and respond to situations. So the High Priestess is helping you to quiet that chatter in your mind, and to find and trust the voice that whispers. And it's in the area of the wheel that is about things that are clandestine, things that you can't touch and see so much, but you still have this knowing and trusting that. Okay? And again, with this area, because for you, Cancer, it's ruled by Gemini, this area is about things coming in twos, and the number is 2, and that is a master number. Okay, so there will be a doubling up. There's if you've got one thing going on, you're going to have 2. So you may start out with not having work, but through March and onwards and beyond, you may go from no job to 2 jobs. So, you know, the improvement is there, and you are going to have the finances that you are needing and working towards. Okay, it is a part of where you're heading. Okay, so now I will just focus here on your guardian angel message. The guardian angel for this reading, and for Cancer to ask for guidance and help through March. Oh, that one jumped, so I will take that. And you have the angel of clarity, and the number 5 is significant for you. Is there something that you want clarified? Possibly here to do with health or your working conditions or work colleagues or your job. You will get the clarification because you've got some mighty good news coming here with that page of wands being present. So I will just ask here for another message from the angels for Cancer. Oh. Okay, so in regards to your working life and your health, it's saying if you believe. So really feel that job that you want to advance to, and really feel your body healing and your health improving. I am radiant good health, that I am. That is a wonderful affirmation to do. Alright, so we'll just go through now the transiting planetary placements for Cancer, and we'll start off here with the moon in Libra, the full moon in Libra, which is your 4th house area. So the full moon is the culmination on the 29th. The full moon is on the 29th at 4:48 a.m. in Australia. So you can check out for when the full moon exactly is for you in the Northern Hemisphere or other parts of the world. But it's on the 29th of March here. So around that time of the 4th of March, things are coming to culmination. It's the harvest of your endeavours. Okay, so the full moon is at 8.18 degrees of Libra, and the Libran energy, there is peace and harmony. So this will be a really good time to socialise or enjoy your artistic pursuits. Maybe you're going to be focusing on some sort of artistic pursuit in your home. Okay, it can be quite a romantic time as well for those of you married or coupled, and for the singles this can be a good time to look into a potential partner. So it's a lovely full moon. The Libran scales are finding their balance here at the end of March. Then Pluto is over here transforming your partnerships, transforming how you deal with legal affairs, transforming through signing contracts, and you've got that Wheel of Fortune there. So it is a part of fate and destiny and bringing breakthroughs, because the path has been rough at times, and but you've got this energy here of keeping things in constantly moving, so that's really good. And the Pluto energy is about big changes and transformations taking place in partnerships and how you deal with the partnerships. And then in the area of joint resources, endings and beginnings, birth, rebirth, sex, death, the occult, you have a little bit of a planetary alignment happening here with Saturn, Jupiter and Mercury. Okay, so these three planets are all here in this 8th house. So Saturn is about wanting you to delve into things deeply, think about things, deep thought, and persevere. It's also about finding your discipline, being disciplined, and through being and finding that discipline within yourself, it can result in great reward, because Saturn, even though it's a stern energy, when you graduate or pass the test of Saturn, it gives you abundant rewards. So there could be also for you that improvement in your finances here. Now, Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, travel, adventure, world commerce, publishing, and using diplomacy is all here as well. So that could be very beneficial to you, bringing new beginnings in your finances and resources that you hold with others. And it is also involved with long distance travel. And then you have Mercury, which is also another travel energy, the Mercury energy. And Mercury is in Pisces. So it's in Aquarius until the 16th of March, and then it moves into Pisces. Okay? So that's showing me that you're working on communicating about the financial side of things, because you need to go on a journey. There's some call for you to travel, and then after the 16th of March it moves into Pisces in the 9th house, which is about travel. So I'm feeling I'll put that in the middle there because it's sort of both at the moment. So I'm feeling with that for you, Cancer. It's showing good signs of after March. There's a lot more movement. There's an ability for us to really move around. Okay. Now also here in Pisces is Neptune, and Neptune has been in Pisces for quite a while now. So that's the sensitivity and the kindness and the compassion towards the less fortunate, which also is in the learning and higher knowledge. So you're getting more informed and more in touch with how other cultures and other places have fared, and you've got the compassion and kindness there to send to them. If you can't actually do anything physically to help, you can still send them the love and the compassion that they need from a distance. And Venus is also here in Pisces, so planet of love, beauty, harmony. Your social life is connected to higher education, higher wisdom and knowledge, as well as long distance journeys and foreign cultures. And And of course, then after the 16th, Mercury is joining that. And then we have the moon on the 13th is a new moon in Pisces. So wonderful time to set your intentions. So from the 13th, you can really focus on having a clean slate, slow down, rest and pay attention to those subtle areas of your life. And it will be highlighting creativity, philanthropy, spirituality. The artists out there will be very much in tune with that intuitive, Piscean, psychic energies. So a lot of their art may reflect that. But it's a time where we can give and receive compassion, kindness, love, insight and trust. Really trust our intuition. So set your intentions of where you would like to see that unfold for you over the coming month or year ahead for that matter. So there's a bit of a planetary alignment there in that 9th house, which is a healing energy too for the world at large. And we are starting to heal now. March is a very, very healing month. The Sun is also in Pisces, but the Sun will be moving into Aries around the 21st, and that is here highlighting that midheaven area for you. Okay, so it is about luck and expansion and adventure, because it's come from the 9th house into the 10th house. So what you're manifesting here for the future through one of the future houses, you can start to really see it and feel it after the 21st of March. Right on the equinox, really, which is an exciting time. And then we have Uranus here in the area of hopes and wishes. So Uranus sort of spices life up a bit. So you could find that you will be meeting new people, engaging in unexpected different kinds of social groups, and even because there's a square to Saturn from Uranus, after the 17th, it is a time where your future depends on successfully breaking old ties, even if it means alienating certain people, and learning from the lessons of your past that will serve you really well. Yes, there are some difficult decisions to do with social groups and group dynamics that are, and it could be a little bit unpredictable. A lot of things are changing all the time, but this is for your highest good, and this is helping you manifest your future of where you want to go, and it's influencing the area of hopes and wishes. Now, it also could have you changing how you receive love. It could have you changing from being a person that goes maybe to more theatre, more entertainment, that kind of thing, finding a new group to connect to that enjoy that sort of side of life. Remembering that Uranus governs electricity. There's also a real boost in mental activity with Uranus. And it's about glamour and pop stars and theatre and that kind of thing is all being highlighted here. Then Mars, here in the 12th house, moves into Gemini on the 4th of March. And this is going to be activating that double whammy. Two things all happening all at the same time, having to juggle two things, the duality, the polar opposites, and it's the polar opposite here is this brilliant new idea and good news coming. Okay, so there will be a trine between Mars to Saturn over here in the 8th house for you, and that will be an orb until mid-April, where you can assert yourself dutifully, and people will be seeking your advice, because those that can sense that intuitive psychic side of you will want to know what you know, or what you get about them, what you read about them. So don't be surprised if you're really being able to give some people some profound information that makes them think. And anything that makes people think about things is got to be a good thing. So now I will just focus here for you on your Akashic records. Confirmation. Oop. Thank you. And you have in crescent moon. So the moon is very significant for you because you've got the moon here also with the High Priestess. The moon is influencing your future and how you're going to manifest. And this is the Six of Keys, it's known as in the Akashic. The crescent moon is the waxing moon, and it's an exciting time to increase abundance and growth, which I think showed here with that Ten of Pentacles for you. Your effort has combined with external circumstances, and even the stars have aligned. This is taking you into the future, what you put in place here now. Things have been financially tight recently, but just relax. There is a great opportunity of increase and fulfillment. Lovely. Financially, creatively, and even in your reputation and prestige, which is being shown, being highlighted here at the second half of March. So just ready and be ready to receive, Cancer. It's coming. You're really going to be able to work towards that here through March. So thank you, Cancer, for joining me, sending you peace and love, many blessings for you Cancerians. Namaste.